your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Guys, as you know, the migrant crisis is hitting America hard, especially in the sanctuary cities like Chicago, but even in New York. And from what you brothers tell me out there in Queens, that is where Clapathon Technical University is accepting students, because it is booty clappish galores with some of those brothels out there. I might need to come and do my research, not to purchase, but to do a a documentary on what is actually going on out there. And it's gotten so bad that many residents are concerned about these illegal brothels, and many of these ladies, unfortunately, are migrants, and some of these ladies are being sold into sex trafficking. And so during this time, you expect the people to come out and help you get rid of this. You guessed it, the police. And of course, when the police get called to solve these issues, they will come, because it is a big issue, especially when the summertime comes, because the cheeks are going to be out there on the street. But there's a problem.
Prosecutors say officers Justin McMillan and Justin Colon responded to a call about prostitution at a building on 89th Street, then took a key from a woman exiting the building. Investigators say McMillan and Colon reported that they saw nothing and left, then returned 8 hours later, still in uniform and still on duty, and unlocked the brothel door. The DA's office says a man engaged in prostitution took off. And then Officer McMillan stole cash from a sex worker and groped her buttocks and breast. Law enforcement sources say the officers, who are both within their first 2 years on the job, turned off the lights when they entered and never reported anything that happened. Prosecutors say the sex worker ran away and called 911 after McMillan groped her. Officer McMillan, is it true that you groped a sex worker? The officers and their attorneys said nothing as they left court after entering pleas of not guilty. Both their lawyers told the judge they deny the charges and plan on fighting them. District Attorney Melinda Katz said in a statement the officers' body-worn cameras were, quote, intentionally turned off so that their misdeeds would not be recorded.
So you have these rookie cops in New York City, probably going to have a lot of money, making a lot of money. I have one of my buddies who works as a correctional officer in New York City. I mean, the guy is doing amazing. All the overtime he wants, all the money he wants. He's doing a good job, all right? He's cool. As you heard, these guys break into the brothel, get the key, steal the money, grab the lady's booty, grab the lady's breasticles. And I guess they thought that they could do that because, well, she's, a prostitute. So she's doing a crime. So there's no way that she's going to call the cops, right? No. She calls the police on the police. And now your ass is in jail. Go to jail, get fired, and get an F on your report card, which is a felony. Guys, it is too much booty out here to go out there and do something like that. Even me as a simp and a trick, I couldn't do that. If you can't be in careers where booty clapping is, in front of you and you can't say no, don't do that job. Okay? Become a YouTuber. Become a YouTuber and make videos instead of going out there breaking into brothels and just stealing the money. How much did you steal? Couldn't have been that much. Then grab the boobies and all that, and you can cut off the lights. But what if they have like cameras in there? And I'm pretty sure they did have a camera in there, and they got your dumb ass in there grabbing cheeks and breasts while you out there so damn bad. Now you're about to go to prison, and guess what? Guess whose cheeks are gonna get grabbed on in there? Yes, they're gonna lather it all the way up, lotion it up. It's gonna be shiny, because you used to be a police officer, and they like them police officer cheeks. Big pookie in them. They're gonna lather you all the way up and give you something that only he can feel. Okay? And you can't go and ask for help, because now it's a clapathon. Well, no, not clapathon. It's Clap House University time. They're gonna enroll you over at Clap House every single night. Nope, don't say it. Don't say you sore. It doesn't matter. Come over to Clap House. All cheeks, all day, and it's all your fault. Next story. So many of us may or may not like landlords. They could be a pain in the ass. But if you've had a white landlord that might be a little prejudiced towards blacks, that's a whole different story. And in fact, there is a story of this. And the landlord and the tenant were not really getting along very well, right? And that's a bad thing. But what the landlord was willing to do to get the black people out of the house, it will shock you.
Oh really? My God, she's hurting me.
Really? Really?
She's pushing me. She's kicking me out.
This is the shocking moment a landlord was caught on camera falling to the floor and claiming she was being assaulted by her tenant.
I hit my head on this chair table.
Vontice Wines was at her rented townhouse when her landlord, Lisa Anderson, entered the home and reportedly got upset that Vontice did not pay her rent earlier than its due date.
I do not touch.
You tweaking?
Farsi can't touch you. Oh my God,
This is bars up.
Oh
Really?
my God, she's hurting me.
Really? Really?
She pushed me. Oh my head.
Really?
Oh my God. Michael, get the police.
That's when I started
She's
gagging.
pushing me. She's pushing me. She's kicking me out. Get the guys out. Get the guys. Oh my God, she's a psycho. She hurting me so bad. I'm gonna press charges against her. She killed me and pushed me up front. So I hit my head on this chair table.
According to Vontice, Lisa would often pressure her to pay her rent before the due date.
Do you want to live here for free? And I didn't need to get the remote garage.
After Lisa's claims of assault, Vontice said she and her son have since moved out of the townhouse, making her feel a lot more safe.
Oh my God, she's hurting me.
She said she still remains uneasy about the ordeal, as the landlord doubled down on her claims that Vontice injured her.
I hit my head on this chair table.
So she tried to fall and say that she's been attacked and wanted to call the police. The only problem with that is she's on camera, right? And and your dumbass fell by yourself saying that you've been hit and hurt. And luckily they had that in the house and they looked at her like she was a fool. They moved away from that particular situation because it was for their best good, because that lady was actually stupid, okay? It's always a good idea, family, to have those things in your house to prove your point. But at the same time, going out of your way to make those black people feel like they attacked you is crazy. Like, why even rent the house to them in the first place if you don't want them there? Now, I do understand it's illegal to not rent blacks a house and all that stuff, but hey, is there a reason why you didn't have another candidate of another race maybe, or another black couple that you liked? I don't get it, man, because you were just trying to ruin their life and get them locked up, and instead you ruined your life. And you know what they're gonna call you forever? Racist! Next story. Now, men can take a lot off of women, right? Periods, attitude, but very few men will take women who are just funky as hell, okay? I'm gonna be real. Breath stinking, feet stinking, all of that, all right? That's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of guys. And of course, the other thing that stinks, okay, that would be problem. And most women, if they are like that, they're not gonna come out and admit it. Of course, B. Simone says she doesn't take showers every day. But there's a lady who has quit her job. And it's for a very interesting reason.
So I quit my job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. It's really hard to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only person going through this. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because I know that I'm an intelligent person and I've been able to accomplish a lot of really amazing things in my life, but I still can't manage to take care of myself. myself. And it's not just a matter of not trying hard enough or not being disciplined. If I could take care of my basic needs and work full time, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. It's like I would deadass wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth, start working at 7, finish work at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl in bed at 8 o'clock. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession. But it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. I was not born to raise shareholder value. I'm actually meant to live a life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So
the lady has quit her job because she doesn't have time to take a shower. She works hard every day. She can go 3 weeks without taking a shower, smelling like old ass Cheetos, ass and cheese sandwiches. I don't know. And so now you're going to quit your job so that you can take a shower in a recession, but you won't be able to afford the place. Let me just say this. Can I be honest? I don't want to come off as bad, but some people need a lot of help, need some leadership. The fact that you can't wash your ass is concerning. And the fact that you blamed your job on the fact that you can't wash your ass is crazy. Like, you can't even shower twice a week, 3 times a week. Like, you haven't showered in 3 weeks. So now you're going to be able to, like, not take care of yourself. Like, it's amazing how many people need to really be led. And it's just not women, but people need leadership, okay? So, some people just need to be like, honey, get your ass in the shower, okay? You smell like yesterday's toe jam. And now you don't even have a job to prepare. And she's probably a very intelligent individual, but she just can't get it together. And this is one of the things I keep telling you guys. A lot of very bright, intelligent people don't have a lot of common sense. I mean, this is why a lot of businesses are being ran by people with like C averages, C+ averages, because real intelligent people, they struggle with like main things sometimes, not all the time, like simple things like washing their ass or brushing their teeth or wearing deodorant, okay? Now, I don't know how you're going to get somebody to put up with that shit, literally. You probably smell like it. Woo! But I mean, it's ridiculous that you don't have enough time to even take a shower and it's been 3 weeks and you're going to quit your job because you can't do that. You have a serious mental issue. And to bring your ass onto the internet and say it is nasty work, literally. Yeah, so maybe you can get a job taking a shower. I don't know. So guys, we had a really great show. We had the police officers who are taking cheeks. We have the white landlord who is falling, acting like somebody hit her ass, but it didn't happen. Then there's the young sister out there who just can't take a shower and her breath smell like ass. Who will win the Dusty Award of the day? This is a good one. Jeopardy music! Drum roll, please! I can't, it's the first two guys. It's the police guys. The black dude and the white dude. Man, who are y'all supposed to be, man? Like ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony. Let's go and steal some cheeks from these prostitutes. Like, come on now. How did y'all think that y'all was not gonna get caught? Because they were doing something illegal. Let me do something illegal. Then the prostitutes called the police booby grabbing cops. Did you need some cheeks that bad? You know, I just don't get it, man. You could have got her number or something. And then look, I'm not saying you should do this, but if they were thick enough, listen, I know what you're doing, but I get off work at 12:01. Meet me at the house. Okay, or someplace else. See if you can get a discount. You know, don't send a Cash App though. Don't send a Cash App. It's not that serious, man. Now you didn't mess your whole life up over some cheeks that you didn't even clap. You just grabbed it and robbed it. Like, oh, is it worth your money? Then both of you guys decided y'all was gonna go in and do it. terrible. Throw that dust on them. It's over for them. Well, guys, that's my time. I actually got to get up out of here because I am sweating and I am tired. And I got to do this work because I'm broke. So guys, subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.